Hello and welcome to High on Sports Overtime. I am Ralphie, and of course I'm joined always by my lovely crew.
Lovely indeed.
Absolutely, absolutely. And something we didn't get to talk about on this show is we talked a little bit of baseball. We talked Ryan Braun situation, him getting his suspension overturned, but we didn't really get to hit home as much as I wanted to talk about the Tribe, because some big developments here for the Tribe already in spring training in beautiful Arizona, correct?
Yes.
In Goodyear.
Goodyear, Arizona.
Goodyear, yep. I always just think of the blimp, and there you go. Yeah, they're starting their spring training now, pitchers and catchers, and everybody's reported now already. It's a full swing for really all Major League Baseball right now. And unfortunately, Tribe already hit with the injury bug. Chris Perez, closer, out 4 to 6 weeks, which sucks, but at the same time, I'm really excited to see what Vinny Pastano can do. And by the way, favorite name to say in all sports. Vinny Pastano. You can't say it without an Italian accent. It's why they call the Tribe bullpen the bullpen mafia. You know, it's like you don't want to miss Vinny Pastano. You know, I love it. But we get to see him in the closer role for a little bit, see what he's capable of. Which I'm excited to see. He was a rookie year last year. He's a damn good relief pitcher. And then the other one which really hurts is Grady Sizemore. Definitely with a back injury. That was really the one question mark about Grady was can he stay healthy? And yeah, that's why they let him out of the deal and re-signed him to another deal, a 1-year deal, and
it's not looking so good right now.
No,
he has the worst luck. I'm like, he could have been good, but now he's hurt every other day. He walks to first base and he pulls a hamstring.
Pretty much at this point. It's always something with his back. And
his knees.
Last year he like a knee, a sports hernia.
Microfracture, knee surgery.
Oh, man. It's just everything that can break is breaking.
Yeah.
in like different times. But some good news here out of the Tribe. The Manny Acta was pushed by reporters and revealed the first 7 in the batting order. Now, it's going to change against lefties, righties, whatever. But base batting order, what we're going to have on opening day. And first 7 we got, leading off, we got Michael Brantley, who's going to play center field with Grady Sizemore being injured. You got to think he's going to move to left when Grady gets back.
He'll come back and break a finger.
That's not a given, though. There's a lot of people saying that when Grady does come back, they might not put him in center as to maybe alleviate some of that stress coming from going to his left and going to his right as playing center field.
That's true. That's true, because if you think about it, Grady really before this season was still like Grady Sizemore. He was still top dog. It was like, yeah, Brantley's coming in and doing some things, but when he gets back, he's in center. He's leading off and stuff. It's really with the 1-year deal. It's a different role with the team. It's more like we're gonna put you where we want to put you, as opposed to in the past when you had earned center and lead off and everything. Now it's like, well, you're only on this 1-year deal, and there's all these performance incentives and stuff. It's like it's really more that he's a piece of the puzzle now as opposed to a center to build around. With this 1-year deal. Well, anyways, Cabrera at short is going to bat second, which he has for the last couple of years. Chu at right is going to be batting third in the order. Santana, the catcher, is going to bat cleanup. Hafner fifth. New addition Casey Kochman is going to bat sixth. And seventh, I found it was a little strange because this far back, Jason Kipnis, the second baseman. And he has revealed that it will then be third base and left field will be the last 2 spots. But, of course, he has not revealed who is going to grab that day 1 spot at either third base or left field. Now, third base we know comes down to either Jack Hanahan or Lonnie Chisenhall. And Lonnie Chisenhall, I still believe, has that big upside and everything. But I wouldn't be too opposed to Hanahan at least starting, ahead of him, because Hanahan did have a good year last year. But then again, there's the argument that, Lonnie does need to get at-bats and needs to see some playing time to really start to improve at that position. Who would you have at day 1?
Day 1, I would have Hanahan start the year off and put Chisenhall with AAA Columbus and have him get those extra at-bats, extra playing time in the minors, because we obviously have tons of options on Chisenhall. He can go into the minors and it won't be nothing on the Tribe. But when it comes to left field, whether it's Shelley Duncan or whether some of these other guys that we have, whether it be Ezekiel Carrera or somebody else.
Aaron Cunningham, they just
Cunningham that they picked up from Oakland, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And
or San Diego.
San Diego. Yes. But we might have some of these younger guys starting the year in the minors, and have some of the veterans like a Hanahan or a Cunningham or Shelley Duncan, who I believe is well out of minor league options. He's going to be starting the year on the Tribe bench regardless. Have him start the year in left field and see what he does. Playing every day.
Now one more question.
Same thing goes for Hanahan.
One more question in your opinion. Matt Laporta, who was the starting first baseman most of last year, are we going to see him go down to AAA, or do you think in spring training he's going to earn not the starting first baseman job, but at least a bench spot on the team to come in every now and then?
If I'm not mistaken, Laporta does have one more option left.
He does, yes.
For a minor league deal, so they can start him off in Columbus at the beginning of the season, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Like whether they bring him in as a bench player and then have to send him down during the middle of the year, that might cause a little bit of a disruption. So I think more likely than not, we will see Matt Laporta starting off the year in Columbus.
Okay,
yeah,
and then it's going to be a crowded spring training here. A lot of faces that were
62 guys.
Yeah, a lot of minor league deals they sent out this year. They did end up going back on the John Garland one. I remember that. But
Garland did not take the physical.
There was who was the guy they just got? I believe he was a third baseman. He played mostly with the Nationals, and they just took this most recent year off. I don't know if his name offhand is it Guzman or something like that. He was a guy. I remember him with whatever his name was. I remember him with the Nationals, and he was a pretty good hitter. But he a lot of question marks. He's in his 30s, and he took all of last year off for personal reasons. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Now one more question.
Jose Guzman.
What?
Juan or Jose Guzman.
Definitely.
Yeah, he used to play for the Minnesota Twins. I remember that.
Now one more question real quick to wrap this up. Not Indians, but it is baseball. Roy Oswalt still is not signed. People speculating he may wait to see who's a contender and what's going on to make sure he signs somewhere where he has a good shot at getting a ring. How do you think that plays out? Where does he go, and does he go somewhere before opening day?
I think the options are there for him to sign somewhere before opening day, because even if he does sign a one-year deal or anything like that, and say he signs with a Toronto Blue Jays or the Atlanta Braves, and if they're out of it by the time the trade deadline comes along, he can say, hey, go ahead and trade me to a contender, and it won't be the team that has him won't be losing a whole lot, and it might be a big upside for a team that might need a starting pitcher down the home stretch.
That's true. I still feel like a Boston or a New York is gonna start to decide. What, or maybe not New York, but I think the Red Sox.
Yeah,
a team with the money to throw around.
I don't think he starts out there. I think he ends up there though.
Okay.
More than likely, because they have so much money and extra people to throw around to get everybody.
Maybe he signs a one-year deal with the Tribe.
Hey.
Who knows? And by the way, the artist formerly known as Fausto Carmona he himself has said this, so I don't know how much you can take from his word anymore, but he said that he believes very soon he will be cleared by the Dominican Republic and the United States to return to work for the Cleveland Indians. So
what is his name again? I forget.
Roberto Hernandez.
Yeah,
Roberto Hernandez.
And down there in the Dominican Republic, they're not going to admit this, but all it takes for him to get his work visa and get out of the country is money. That's all it comes down to. All he's got to do is just shell out the money, and they will let him leave the country. And of course,
he's got it because they picked up the option on him this year. So
$7 million.
They really picked it up after he's 2 years older than what he said he was.
Well, they picked it up before that.
Yeah.
Trust me, they picked it up before that. They wouldn't do it.
That's true.
Right now, he's on the barred list where they don't have to pay him if he doesn't play, but if he does get out of the country and starts to play again, then their Tribe are on the hook for whatever's left of that $7 million deal.
That's
all right. And of course, we will keep you posted on that on all of our many social networks. Find us on or like us on Facebook, High on Sports Radio. Friend us on Facebook, first name High on Sports, last name Radio Show. And of course, follow us on Twitter, High_on_sports, and we are High on Sports Radio on MySpace, I believe. And remember to check out the show live every Monday night at 7 on MorningshowCentral.com.
What's MySpace?
I don't know. I don't know anymore since they changed the name to My and then just a blank spot. So it's
awesome.
Just my something. Who knows? All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of High on Sports Overtime. We will see you next Monday night at 7 on the MSC Radio Network.
Bye.